Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000 bucks, things in its cups. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, out there listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join? Yeah. You gotta turn it on, yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. You know y'all can get it on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Man, what an amazing blessing God has given me. My health, my dreams, all of it. God gave it to me. I accept it. I work hard, but man, oh man, I work hard is something that he gave me, a gift. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, because God has gifted everyone. So I can't help but believe it. You are gifted in some way. Something about you is special and unique. That doesn't mean you're the only one that can sing, or you're the only one that can write, or you're the only one that can draw, or you're the only one that can decorate, or you're the only one that can network, or you're the only one. That's not what it means. Or you have a great scientific mind, or you can figure things out, or you're good at problem solving. You're not the only one. But you are a unique individual. Nobody will travel the exact path that you're on. Nobody will have everything happen in a series of circumstances in the order that you're going to have it happen to you. That's what I mean when I say that you are unique. But now, because you are gifted, you know, you have something you have to do. You know, there's a scripture. It's in Proverbs 18 and 16. I've been trying to be a little bit better at that for you, you know. So when I have an idea and I know where it is, I have somebody look the scripture up for me and hand it to me. So it's in Proverbs 18:16. And this is the layman's term of it. It says, a man's gift make room for him and brings him before great men. It is your gift that will make room for you. Now, my interpretation of this is this. Now, I could be wrong. Please go to your local church, synagogue, temple, mosque, whatever you do, and go get clarification. But what my gift has done in making room for me is I've taken it almost in the literal sense. My gift has actually made room for me. It has cleared paths for me. My gift has opened up doors for me. That's what I take it as. It'll make room for you. My gift is broadened my ability to travel. My gift has opened my eyes to fashion. My gift has caused me to be able to provide for my family. My gift has caused me to be able to reach more people. That's what I'm saying in terms of it will make room for you. There may be another interpretation. I'm just telling you how I took it. Now, this worked out pretty good for me to that understanding, but I'm pretty sure Bishop Jakes, Joel Osteen, Kenneth Ulmer, you know, Glenn Staples, Bishop Glenn Staples, these guys give you a much better understanding of it. I'm just giving it to you, you know, way I know how. So I just like to keep it right there. But, and then it says that it brings you before great men. I mean, you know, it's going to take you places. It's going to take you places you never thought of going. You're going to meet people because of your gift. I told my son, who two of them are good photographers, you'll be taking pictures of great men. And then I mess with him. You already taking pictures of your daddy. You know, I'm messing with him like that, but that's just me and them just kicking it. But, you know, but one day, who knows? You could be shooting the president. You know, you could be shooting some foreign dignitaries. You know, you could be shooting great sport events. You know, you never know where it could take you. But that's your gift. What you got to do is you got to get to moving, though. See, you can't have your gift and not do nothing with it. See, you know what that reminds me of? It's something that my father used to say. Get up off your butt, 'cause you're sitting on a gold mine. He say that all the time. Boy, get up off your butt and move it, 'cause you sitting on a gold mine. I never really quite got that when I was little, but now that I'm an adult, I got it full well. See, a lot of you are sitting. You're sitting on a talent or a gift that you have. You're sitting on an ability. I don't care if it's making cakes or pies. That's a gift, man. That's a talent. I don't care if it's the ability to do hair. That's a gift, man. Half of you are gifted. A lot of us are gifted, and we sitting on it, looking at other people wondering, what can I do to make it? You already got something to make it with. If you would just get up off your behind, man, quit sitting on that gold mine. Some of you are tech savvy. Just a whiz when it comes to engineering and putting stuff together and cables and wires and computers and stuff. And now you steady looking around trying to figure out, man, wonder what I can go do. How about you go do that? You know, it ain't that hard, man. If you would just take note of what God has given you already. He has given you a gift already. He has already given you a talent. Now, the fact that you ain't using it and you sitting on your tail somewhere, now who fault is, what we talking about? Well, what, you blaming God for that? Man, I tell you what, I sit around people all the time who are gifted. And I'm looking at their gifts, and they steady complaining about what they don't have, but will not get up off their behind and use the gifts that God gave them. And it's frustrating. It's got to be frustrating for you if you're doing it, because it's frustrating for me when I see it. So when these people come to me and ask me for help, I just keep going the same thing over and over. Help yourself. Man, do for you. Use your gift. It's a cat sitting behind the wall right now that's locked up, that's so good at artistry. This cat's in there tattooing everybody. Man, get out. Do it the right way. Quit selling drugs, man. You ain't going nowhere selling no drugs. You going to jail. And if that don't do it, somebody going to get tired of you selling drugs, because they're going to want to sell them over there, and they're going to kill you. Let's just keep this thing real for just a second here. Come on, man. Get up off your butt, because you sitting on a gold mine. And you sit up here, somebody always looking for a shortcut to the top. Ain't no shortcut. Somebody told me this the other day, man. The road to success is always under construction. It ain't paved. It's got detour signs on it. It's got slow men working. Sometimes they flip the stop sign. You got to sit there and wait. Sometimes they got slow. There's traffic. There's accidents. Somebody on the road holding up things with a flat tire. It's nails. It's gravels. It's spike. It's everything. The road to success is always under construction. It ain't getting ready to be easy just because you done decided to do it. But don't sit around on your behind and complain all the time about what you don't have. My daddy said it, man. Get up off your butt, because you sitting on a gold mine. You got a gift. You got a talent. You got something that you can do that could make a way for you, but you won't do it. It is within you. Stop looking around. Here's where people waste the most time on the road to success, looking around at somebody else, trying to figure out, man, how can I do what they did? Do what you do. You ain't Jay-Z. You ain't. Sorry. I got a couple of your homies told you rap better than him, but you not Jay-Z. Really, you not. You know, all of us done shot at him, but we ain't Richard Pryor. A nice shot, Steve. Bernie, DL, we took some great shots at it. We not him. Do what you can do. Do you. Do your gift. Quit complaining about what you don't have. Get up off your butt, 'cause you sitting on a gold mine.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what? It's here again. Let me clear my throat. It's here again. Another day, another opportunity, another blessing, another gift from God. Man, that's awesome, y'all. It really is. Glad to be here again. Man, not looking towards the day when I'm not here. Just really not looking towards that. I'm really, really still excited. Just so he understands, I keep letting him know how excited I am to wake up. Because I don't want him to think I'm bored with it or nothing like that. And then just go, okay, well, he don't want to do it no more. No, I do. I want to do it every day. However you wake me up is good. Like today, this is good. You know, got a couple of issues going on, but it's good. I can handle them because all things are possible. All things are possible.
All right.
Yeah. Christ who strengthens me. That's a fact. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Harvey Morning Show, Shirley Strawberry, Carly Farrell, Mississippi Monica Jr., and the legend of Nephew Tommy Jr. What's on your mind, man?
Hey, let me ask you something, Unc, man. What do you say, Unc, would be the keys to being great, Unc? What makes you so great in what you're doing? What is your habits? What do you do, when you think about being great?
Well, first is humility. Most people that's great don't think they're great. You got to get that out your head, because then you walk around. See, if you think you're great, then you're going to start acting like you're great, and you're going to offend a lot of people. So I think humility is one of them, but I think discipline and hard work. The three components is discipline, hard work, and faith. Those three are a must if you are planning to become great at anything. Discipline, hard work, and faith. Discipline is doing what you have to do even when you don't want to do it. Hard work is never relenting, ever. Full court press. And faith is the belief in things that you cannot see. Even though it looks like the hard work ain't paying off, even though it look like you're not making headway, you got to keep the faith, man. Faith is the belief in things that you cannot see. And so once you apply them three things right there, greatness is yours. It's coming. Now, great, you also got to define great. Great don't mean you acknowledged all around the world. You could be great right in your circle. Greatness is achievable in your circle. Now, how big your circle is, it just depends on what your lifestyle is. You know what I mean? If you work down at Pepsi or Coca-Cola, and that's your world, you go to work every day, you could be great down there. If you work at the post office, you could be great down there. Now, if you expand your territory, you ask God to expand your territory, then you can be great there too. You just got to, it depends on where you at, man, what you want and what you're willing to do. The good news is you could do anything. The tough news is most people are not willing to do the things that's necessary to do everything. So what a lot of people do is they adjust their aim according to the effort required. That's the sad existence. I hate when people do that to themselves. But just a little more effort could get you a further way. But most people, once they see what the requirement is, I ain't finna do all that.
All right, coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we will hear from the nephew as he runs that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for the nephew and the prank phone call for today. What you got for us, Neff?
Shirley, this is it. I want my money back. I want my money back. I'm tired of coming to church. Well, okay. Let's just say I don't go every Sunday, but when I do go, I hate to get there and pastor ain't there, Can I get a memo? I don't want to get in there and then pastor ain't preaching. There's assistant pastor preaching. He don't really preach good. I want my money back. I want my tithes back. Send that plate back round here. That's what I want. I want my money back. Cat dog, if you would.
Hello?
I need to speak to Sister Felicia.
Okay, who is this?
This right here is Glenn, all right?
This is Glenn. This is Brother Glenn. Can I speak to Sister Felicia Branson, please?
Okay, sir. How did you get my number?
I got your number from one of the deacons at the church.
Okay, what deacon was that?
I don't even know the deacon name. Listen, what I'm trying to ask you, can you reimburse me for some money that I put in church on Sunday?
Okay, well, can you just calm down just a little, please, sir?
Look, are you the financial person at the church?
Yes, I am. So what can I do for you?
I'm trying to get my money back that I put in church on Sunday. I put $100 in church on Sunday, and I'm trying to get my $100 back.
Okay, well, did you not give from your heart?
I gave from my heart what I thought was going to happen, but it didn't happen.
Okay, help me help you. What you mean, what didn't happen? What didn't happen, sir?
Okay, Pastor wasn't there. Pastor was not there on Sunday, and y'all had this guest minister come in who I didn't like him at all, but the doggone the offering was before he even got up to preach. So I didn't already gave my offering, which was $100, and then I didn't even know Pastor wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So here I am giving $100. I'm thinking, I know I'm going to get the word when Pastor there. But y'all put this dude up. He coming from, don't nobody come from the book of Ruth no more. He was at Ruth, Leviticus. He was all over the place. I want to get my $100 back. I ain't giving to that.
Sir, do you not read the bulletin? I mean, how often do you even come to church?
I come to church often. I mean, what does got to do with anything?
Well, if you would come a little often and read the bulletin, sir, you would have known that Pastor took a vacation.
He took a vacation, so everybody knew he wasn't gonna be there.
Yes, sir. The regulars, the people that come regularly to church, they know that, sir.
Okay, well I ain't know that, so I need to get my money back.
Okay, what I need you to do though is calm down.
I'm calm. I'm just trying to say I want to get my $100. I'm not giving that sermon I got on Sunday. I'm not giving no $100 for that.
Well, sir, I cannot give you $100 back. Okay, we don't do no refund checks. I can't do that. Okay, I have to wait till Pastor get back in because 2 people have to sign the checks. I can't even do that for you, sir. Matter of fact, I'm not even at work right now.
Okay, so how am I going to get my $100 back?
Okay, sir, why don't you just call the church on tomorrow and then we can go from there, okay?
I'm not calling the church tomorrow. I tell you what, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come up there tomorrow, and you're going to give me my $100. Either it's in a check or it's in cash. But you, Sister Felicia Patterson, you're going to give me my damn money.
Hey, did you just cuss me?
Say what?
Sir, did you just cuss me?
I just told you that come tomorrow, I'm coming up there to get my damn $100. Whether it's in a check or whether it's in cash. I don't care what it's in.
Let me tell you something, sir. You ain't getting nothing from us. How dare you call here and cuss me, asking for some money back? You don't matter. You giving your money from your heart. It doesn't matter who up there preaching the word of God. You give because you love God. But have you ever thought to me like that? I'll strip you naked. You know what? You better be glad this ain't 20 years ago because I'd have cussed you from A to Z. But thank God that he saved me because you know what? I ain't going to cuss you. But I tell you what I will do, young man. Whenever I see you, what you say your name is again? What's your name is?
I'm Brother Glenn.
Brother Glenn, when I see you, I'm going to give you the right for the fellowship. Do you hear me? Come on, say something. Because that's how you treat God's people. You have been talking to me ignorant since I picked up the phone. You ain't say, hi, ma'am. How you doing, ma'am? Can you help me, ma'am? No, you just start cussing and hollering at me. You don't talk to people like that. You don't even sound like a Christian. Christians don't do that. Do you hear me, boy? Now, you want something from people, you ask. That's what the word said. You have not because you ask not. You don't call here hollering at me. Do you hear me?
I hear you.
Come call here cussing at me. Oh, Lord, help me.
Can I, Sister Felicia, can I say something? I mean, I just want to say something else to you if you don't mind. Can I say something?
You can't say nothing to me. But you know what you need to do? Go get you some manners.
Yes, ma'am. But but there's one more thing I just wanted to say to you.
Ain't no one more thing. Ain't no one more thing.
Okay, but I just wanted to tell you this, Sister Felicia. I wanted to tell you.
I told you. You ain't got nothing to tell me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But I want to say this though. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your girlfriend, Sister Doris, got me to prank phone call you. Sister Felicia.
Oh, my God. Whew. I am going to get Doris. Oh, yes, I am. Tommy,
hello?
Is Steve in there with you?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Steve is not in here with me.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to need to have a private moment with Sister Doris. Yeah, it's got to be private. Can't nobody hear what I got to share with her. Yeah, it's going to just be me, her, and the Lord.
Sister Felicia, she told me, she said, my girlfriend is blessed, highly favored, saved. And she said, I want you to see if you can push her button. Sister Felicia, you rolled it out. I'm going to tell you. But you, let me ask you something though. 20 years ago, it'd have been a little different.
Oh, 20 years ago, I'd have picked you up and dropped you back down, looked at you and walked over you after I got through cussing you out. But that was 20 years ago. Oh, thank the Lord for deliverance. Ooh.
Oh, man.
Lord, my legs still shaking. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord,
hey,
let me
ask you something, Sister Felicia. I got to ask you, what is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Oh, I must say the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Oh, yeah, you got me. You got me. Oh, loud. You got me.
I ain't the only one that ever wanted that plate to come back around. I'm not the only one. Get my $20 back out of there. The pastor wasn't here either. Man, please.
All right, nephew. Thank you. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, we will be joined by the chair of the Democratic National Committee, Jamie Harrison. The election is 13 days away. We will be just going to continue to enlighten you on what's at stake in this year's election. Okay, 13 days away. That's coming up at the top of the hour. But right now, it is time to ask the CLO. Our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, in the building. And Steve, this one's from Jasper in Kingwood, CLO. Jasper says, I drink and party when I'm off work, and my son isn't at my house. My lady says she doesn't want me drinking around her son. I told her to stop bringing him to my house then. It's common sense to me. Why does she get so offended by that?
Well,
Jasper?
Could it be, Jasper, that she's just trying to get you to slow down a little bit? Practice some type of restraint. Because when you're not working, you drinking and partying. And a lot of times when you ain't working, though. So it could be the woman just trying to find a way to motivate you to look at it, And that's all it is. She's just trying to help you, man. Because she looks like, instead of saying to you, hey, do you have a problem? Or, hey, looks like you could be having a problem. She's saying, hey, let's just put some rules in place. But then you don't want the rules because you already got the problem.
Yeah. Was he drunk when he said, well, stop bringing your son to my house then?
Yeah. He'd already been drinking. Yeah, because that's a statement crazy. You make when you already have alcohol in your system and some in your hand.
Right.
And some in your hand.
All right. Moving on to Missy in Baltimore. Missy writes, I've been with my boyfriend for almost 7 years, and he has been in college the whole time. He loves to take his time with everything he does, even in the bedroom. That's why I'm still with him. Can I rush him to propose or keep being patient?
You just said he'd take his time doing everything.
Everything.
7 years in college. Take his time in the bedroom. That's why you still with him. Yeah, but see, have you thought about, let me ask you a question. Is he going to take his time with his plan for the future too? Because that's what you're trying to be in, his future. Mm-hmm. So is he going to take his time with that too? Now, let me ask you something. Now, sometimes you can get the two confused now.
What?
Taking your time and procrastination can look like the same thing sometimes.
Okay. Okay.
Taking your time in the bedroom is different from taking your time to get an education.
Okay.
Them two different things now. So don't let his bedroom prowess and his activity and his dominance and his abilities in the bedroom throw you off with why he's still in college after 7 damn years.
Wow.
You thinking about
because he like to take his time with everything. Little girl, you finna sign up for some real ignorant mess right here. So be careful. Be careful.
Okay. All right, Missy. Moving on to Charles in Baton Rouge. Charles writes, I had a rough 2 months. I got fired and I started peeing in the bed. My wife said it might be depression, and I thought she was trying to help. But lately, she's been teasing me about it. How can she be so evil to me in my time of weakness? Stop, Junior.
Hey, dog, how much stress you under, dog?
This is a condition, apparently.
Dog, let me tell you something. I done had some real badass months. I've strung together a series of years that was catastrophic.
But you never...
I ain't never peed in the bed, though. I ain't never sat there with, you know what, they done cancel another show. I can't take it. I mean, I'm going to pee on myself. I can't stop. Hey, dog, I don't know, bruh.
This is a condition. I don't think we should be laughing at this.
No.
I'm laughing at Steve.
No, it's a condition, all right. You peeing in the bed. That's not a condition. That's a weakness, dog. Dog, I've had a rough 2 months.
And
I lost my job, and now
what?
I'm peeing in the bed.
Oh, man.
Dog, come on, man.
He can't take
Bro,
no
I
bad
ain't got
news,
nothing for you. Dog, you had a rough 2 months. Well, let me tell you something. If I could tell you some of the,
I can't believe his wife's still in there sleeping with him.
I know. So should he go to the doctor or something? I mean,
Yes.
You gotta quit peeing in the bed. What is you talking about the doctor?
Get your butt up and go
You
in
get an
there.
8-year-old to quit peeing in the bed. What is he? You ain't got to take your 8-year-old to the doctor. You potty training. No, you got to potty train.
Oh, man.
Laying your ass up there peeing on yourself. That ain't no medical condition. Your grown ass is laying up there.
It is.
No, it ain't. You in so much damn depression. You laying up there now. I don't even feel like going to the bathroom. No, man. Hell no. That ain't what that is.
well, what
Shouldn't have
is
called
it?
me, dog. I don't feel sorry for you. Why is she making fun of you? Why is she still with you? Is my question.
So he can't take no bad news, huh? If he takes bad news, what happened?
Dog. Sir. Hey, Shirley, did he leave a name on the letter?
Yeah, his name is Charles.
Charles, would you come into my office, please? Yes, sir. Charles, I hate to break it to you, but there's some layoffs. And we've just handed you a pink slip. And what, Charles? Charles, what? Charles, what are you doing?
He doesn't do it when he's awake.
Charles, what are you doing?
What?
Oh my God, Charles. You peeing in my office, Charles?
Ooh, it's warm. Ooh, it's warm. It's warm. It's warm.
You guys.
Ooh,
Charles.
it's warm.
He has incontinence.
Hello, Charles. Listen, we've been going through this pee episode for a year now, and I just can't take it no more.
A year?
I'm asking for a divorce.
Okay. Stuff like, wait a minute now.
Now he done went
Charles.
somewhere.
Yeah,
Charles.
straining.
No, you ain't said divorce.
Is he in the bathroom or not? I'm confused.
Yeah,
He in the
using
bed.
bathroom
He in the
now.
bed.
Yeah, he using the bathroom now.
You
That
play
divorce
too
took him
much.
out. Everything else, he was just peeing on himself. And then that one right there, that threw him over the top. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay. All right.
Really?
I love it.
Oh, really?
Love it.
You boy.
Yeah, I don't know what you want, Charles. I can't do nothing for Charles.
He needs to see a doctor.
Immediately.
There ain't no doctor. No,
It depends.
you too old for that.
Well,
I don't know.
just
I don't know
looked
if
it
the
up.
pens can hold that, Junior. That's
All right.
Stress disorders, depression.
Yeah. Thank you, CLO, for nothing. Coming up.
Peeing on
Don't
yourself.
suck your
That ain't no
teeth.
stress disorder. Get your ass to that bathroom.
Coming up, we're going to talk to Democratic National Committee Chair Jamie Harrison right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, everybody. As promised, we have a special guest this morning. We are 13 days away now.
Woo.
13. From one of the most important elections in our history. We've had some important ones, but this one right here, you have got to understand what is at stake in this year's election. So we've invited a friend of the show to join us. He's been on before. He's the chair of the Democratic National Committee, and this week he's campaigning state to state for the VP Kamala Harris on the DNC's We Vote, We Win bus tour. Please welcome back the DNC chair, my buddy, Mr. Jamie Harrison.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Man, we got to get it, and we close, brother. We close. Let me ask you, what's the feeling? You're on campaign. You're riding with the VP every day. What's the general feeling around the campaign?
Well, people are excited, but they also feel that it's tight. That this is a tight election, probably the closest election that we've seen, at least in my lifetime. But we feel like we can win this. We have all of the infrastructure, all of the basic necessities that you need to win this. We got the best candidate. Our candidate is bringing hope and joy. I told a reporter the other day, Steve, it's like watching Michael Jordan in the NBA Finals. You give her the ball, she's going to score. But we got to make sure we give her the ball. And she has to have, the right support cast around her to do the things that are necessary for us to win this race. And that's where this ground operation is important. That's where people in our community knocking on doors, making phone calls, sending text messages, getting people's butts in these cars and taking them to vote and vote early. That is where that comes in. Kamala Harris is doing everything she needs to do. She's going on Fox. She drug Brett Baer around like weeks-old garbage. She's doing everything that is necessary to do. But we need to do our part to help her and have her back to get her over this finish line.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, I'm watching it. I'm going to tell you something. I've been saying this on this radio show. I have a very, very strong feeling. I know it's close, and we've been telling everybody it's close, and our vote matters, but I think we're the deciding factor here. And I think that we're going to show up in alarming numbers, and we're going to surprise a few people because they've already started their shenanigans down here in Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
We had a guy, T.C. Carson, who said they changed his vote, and a woman called in and said they changed her vote too, and they had to get their ballots back and redo them. So they had voted for VP Kamala Harris, and they changing votes, man. And then we've got to be on point. We've got to be diligent. We've got to be aware of the shenanigans because they were so pissed at losing Georgia last year.
Yeah.
They pulling out all the stops, man. So we got to be on point here. We really, really do.
We have to be on point. And the thing, Steve, I tell all of the listeners, folks, if you run into any problems while you're trying to vote or you're trying to just figure out where your precinct is, go to iwillvote.com. iwillvote.com. You can find your precinct. You can, if you need a lawyer, we have lawyers on the ready. You should exercise your right to vote. You can even, if you're standing in line, you can even text VOTE, VOTE to 70888, and we will have lawyers who will respond to you right now and to get you information you need in order to make sure your vote is counted. Because the Republicans are trying everything that they can to keep people from the ballot box. But we know we're not going to let them steal your vote or your voice. So make sure you go to iwillvote.com, share that information with your friends and your family. Make sure you exercise your right to vote.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
See, I think this is important information that has to be out there. iwillvote.com. If you have any problems, you're in line with the problem, you can go to iwillvote.com. I don't care what's happening. We got to wait because we know what's going on right here. You know, there's a stark contrast between Vice President Kamala Harris and her New Way Forward plan that would give black communities the resources and opportunity to thrive. Now, and versus Donald Trump's Project 2025 agenda that would take black communities backwards. Let's talk about the differences. What's your message to voters on that?
Well, and particularly, I want to say to black men, Steve, can anybody think, I'm 48 years old, I can tell you no president that I can recall has ever had a black agenda for black men until Kamala Harris.
I see that.
Boom.
Find one who it came out with an agenda, bullet points for black men. None, Democrat or Republican, until Kamala Harris. Mm-hmm. And this woman has the strength of conviction and the values in order to, she went out and had about a year and a half ago, she went and had roundtables with black men to talk about what are some of the barriers that you have in terms of getting involved in business, to building wealth and all. And she took the product of that conversation. She listened to all of those men in those conversations, and now she has come back with addressing some of these things in the policy things that she has rolled out in this campaign. Well, she heard during those conversations, Steve, that, you can only get $5,000 from the federal government. So what she said is you can't start a business with $5,000. How about $50,000 to start a business? And now what she just rolled out in her Black Men's Agenda is that she will have 1 million small business loans that will be available for black entrepreneurs that will be forgivable up to $20,000. So $50,000 plus $20,000 is $70,000. What did Donald Trump have? He's talking about tariffs. How is that going to help a small black business be started in this country? It's not.
Hey, Jamie Harrison, Democratic chair, hang on 1 second. We're going to come back with more with DNC chair Jamie Harrison right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, everybody, we're back, and our special guest this morning is the DNC chair, Mr. Jamie Harrison, and we've been talking about simply one thing.
When we look at housing, I like to say her agenda is about health, it's about wealth, it's about freedom. When we look at housing, we got a lot of folks who still staying with their parents because they can't afford a down payment on the house. And she said, well, let's do something about that. $25,000 to help with a down payment on your first home. That's a game changer for a lot of folks. No other president has ever been talking about that until Kamala Harris. When we think about health aspects, we know that black men have disproportionate impacts in certain things, diabetes, prostate cancer, and the like. She wants to start an initiative focusing specifically on these health disparities that black men have to address and deal with, and to be preventive about it instead of being reactive to it, right? Because many times we don't know that we have these illnesses until it's well too late. And then we got to get amputations for diabetes and all the like.
Right.
This is why it's important to have somebody like Kamala Harris, because she will have the conversation. She will take what she learned from those conversations and then turn it into effective policy that will actually make a difference in our lives.
You know what, Mr. Harrison, I said this a few days ago on the radio show, that I had never seen an agenda for black people, period. Let alone to be more specific about black men. I'd never seen that ever before, because I realized that you can't win an election with just one vote, but then to want to be inclusive, to make sure, because that's an underserved community in black men. They've always felt ostracized. They've always felt on the outside looking in, and to finally have somebody speak to that, I think is just outstanding. I know there's a lot of things we could talk about this bus tour, but I like to tap on a couple of things, man, that is really what do you say to the voter out there? Because my listening audience is very, very bright. When you see blacks for Trump, or when you see the undecided voter, what's your message to the undecided voter? I don't know how you undecided 13 days, but they're out there talking. So what's the message?
Why do you believe Trump is a better person than Kamala Harris to be president of the United States? And then they'll come up with all kinds of things. Well, Trump provided the stimulus check. Well, here's the fact on that. Actually, the stimulus was passed by a Democratic House and a Democratic Senate, and Donald Trump signed it. But in actuality, it was the Biden administration that came out with an even bigger stimulus, one that cut childhood poverty in half in the black community, put more money in people's pockets than the stimulus that passed during Donald Trump's president. We remember the PPP loan. Well, when Donald Trump was president, the PPP loans went to the LA Lakers. It didn't go to the black barbershops, the black beauticians, and the black businesses that needed it.
Jamie Harrison, Democratic chair. Hang on one second. We're going to come back with more DNC chair Jamie Harrison right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, everybody, we're back, and our special guest this morning is the DNC chair, Mr. Jamie Harrison, and we've been talking about simply one thing, why we need to get out and vote, period. That's all it is. It's go time right now, y'all. We 13 days out. There's no more. Listen to me. Stop talking about you undecided. The decision is clear. It's him or her. What? Do you want decent or you want the other? The choices is clear. Do you want honorable or do you want the other? Do you want truth or do you want the other? You know, do you? And this is really what we down to, man. So. We've got him on the phone today because he does such a great job of this. Last thing, man, you're on a bus tour right now. You're covering Florida, Georgia, North Carolina. Where are you right now, Jamie?
So we are now in Georgia. We're headed towards Atlanta. We just left a few hours ago, Jacksonville. I was in Orlando earlier. We'll be in Atlanta. We'll hit Augusta. We'll go to my home state of South Carolina, where I will cast my early ballot to vote. We'll do a little rally there with the folks, and then we'll head up to North Carolina, battleground North Carolina. And, you know, Georgia and North Carolina in particular are going to be key states for us. But Florida is also important. They got an important Senate race there. And Amendment 4, which is reproductive freedom of women, is on the ballot. Cannabis is also on the ballot in Florida this election cycle. And so, you know, there's a lot of important races. So regardless of where you are, where you live, folks, you got to vote. If you sit there and you complain every day about everything that's going on in the world and you don't go and exercise your right to vote, in essence, you're giving away your power to other people to make a determination about what happens to you and your family and your community. And you can't give your power away.
Okay. Now, Jamie,
yes, sir.
The battleground states, let's go over those. Which ones are they? And where are we putting our focus at on these?
So the battleground of all battlegrounds is Pennsylvania. So if you folks, you in Philly, you in Pittsburgh, whatever, we need you to go out and vote. Take a few people with you. Now, it's not just good enough for you to vote. You got to get a few people with you. So we go to Pennsylvania, from Pennsylvania over to Michigan. Michigan is also a very, very close race. We know what Donald Trump believes about Detroit. He's already said it multiple times. So Detroit, it's time for y'all to show up and show out. We go from Michigan then over to Wisconsin, battleground Wisconsin. We know what he said about Milwaukee. Again, any city that is predominantly black, we know what Donald Trump thinks about you because he said it. You don't have to take my word for it. He's already said it. Milwaukee is going to be key and crucial. Then we go to Nevada, Las Vegas. We need you to go out and vote there. And Arizona is another battleground state. And then we whip back around and we go to battleground Georgia and then North Carolina. But we also got some important Senate races. Texas, we got an opportunity, Steve, to send Ted Cruz back to Cancun or wherever he wants to go.
Yes, let's go.
That race is tight. You talking about tight. That race is tight. The vice president's going to be down there this week to talk about reproductive freedom. But I've been campaigning with Colin Allred. Folks, if you are in Texas, you got family in Texas, make sure they go out and vote because we can win that race.
Who's the candidate?
The majority. So our candidate is Colin Allred. Colin Allred. He was a former football player, black guy, great guy. And he's a member of the Congressional Black Caucus. He will make one heck of a United States Senator. And we know about Ted Cruz. You know, Ted Cruz allowed Donald Trump to dog his wife out. I mean,
and his daddy,
right? And he left his poor dog at home while he was about to go to Cancun to get some margaritas while his constituents were freezing in Texas. He left his dog at home. I mean, that's who this man is. He's not going to fight for you because he won't even fight for his wife. So we know he ain't going to do anything for you. But we can send a real fighter to Washington, D.C., to the United States Senate in Colin Allred. And folks, I need y'all to go out and do all you can to support Colin in that race.
Jamie Harrison, thank you for joining us today, brother.
Thank you, fam. I appreciate y'all.
Before it's time. Thank you, brother.
Okay,
Appreciate
will
it.
do.
All right, coming up next, it is the prank phone call for today from the nephew right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is, why did he open his big mouth? We'll get into it, find out what it's all about in just a few, because right now the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
Shirley, this right here is unorthodox methods. Unorthodox methods.
Okay.
Yes. Very unorthodox. But you know, Tommy always here to help. That's what I do. You know, I'm here to help. I'm a cheerful giver. Unorthodox methods. Cat dog, if you would.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Brother Robert.
And speaking.
Hey, how you doing? I'm calling you from the church. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing super fantastic. Any day above ground is a good day.
That's good. Hey, listen, man, we wanted to, being one of the brothers of the church, I wanted to give you a call. Man, you didn't make it today, but your wife stood up today and asked us to keep y'all in our prayers because y'all are definitely trying to bring a new child into the world, and she let us know that, you know, she's being a little older now, 41, 42, you know. She said it takes a little longer to try and conceive a child than, you know, in your earlier years. So we definitely wanted to let you know, man, that we got y'all in our prayers, man.
Man, you just don't know how much we appreciate that, man. Yeah, we've been trying, but I know with prayers, all things are possible.
Yeah, well, we definitely want to keep you all in our prayers, man, and hope that you all are able to conceive this child and bring a new child into this world. You know, the book says, "Be fruitful and multiply."
Definitely. Now, who is this again?
Bro, this is Brother Arthur. Brother Arthur. I don't know if you know me directly, but I'm one of the brothers at the church.
Oh, okay, Brother Arthur. Thank you.
Now, Brother Robert, what I wanted to ask you, man, was have you considered any alternatives, methods as far as, you know, maybe helping this situation?
We've looked at a few. What are you referring to as an alternative?
Well, I mean, I think I have a good thing then that might be able to help this thing speed up the process and you guys will be expecting in no time, man.
Man, we definitely open for some things like that. What you got in mind?
I mean, what I have is a little unorthodox, man, but I think if you allow me to help you on this, man, I think that you'll be definitely satisfied. And, you know, man, if 9 months from now, you guys will be at the hospital looking for your baby boy, your baby girl, you know?
Well, clarify unorthodox.
Okay. See, what I have in mind, man, is have you considered maybe like a surrogate father?
Clarify surrogate, because I'm thinking the wrong thing. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. What do you mean by surrogate father?
Well, what it is, man, is, you know, of course, a surrogate mother is someone that will carry a child for those that cannot carry one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I've gone to the doctor and gotten myself checked out, man, good physical and everything. I'm physically fit and everything. And, you know, maybe I guess the complications are coming from you as far as the child not being, you know, you're not being able to conceive right now.
No, ain't nothing wrong with me, man.
Okay.
Now, what you mean by you physically fit? I mean, what the hell that got to do with surrogate?
Well, see, what I'm saying is, if you allow me to come over and supply my services, I mean, let's say if you left for a weekend, man, and I stayed over there, by the time you get back, man.
Man, what the wrong with you? Is this what's going on at this church, man? Am I at the wrong church? You telling me you trying? Help me understand. You saying you want to come over and have sex with my wife?
Well, I mean, don't look at it like that. Don't look at it like that. Look at it as if I'm helping you all
what
bring
you
a child.
telling me? Indirectly, you just ain't use those words.
Excuse me there? Okay.
You telling me you want to come have sex with my wife?
No. I want to come over and just apply my services, man, and put you guys in a better position that you will be able to have a child in your life. You understand what I'm saying? You understand where I'm coming from?
No, I don't. Sound like you telling me you want to have sex with my life, man. What the is wrong with you, man?
Oh, hold on. No, this Brother Arthur, man. Listen, see what I'm trying to do.
Man, I don't give a if you Brother Charles. Who the is Brother Arthur, man? I don't know you. And then you talking about the church.
What kind of shit? This thousand dollars at this church? No, really the church don't have nothing to do with this. It's me calling you to lend you. Well, you calling me saying I'm trying to be, if you allow me to be the surrogate father, I'll have her pregnant by the end of the week. Man, you got me up. As soon as I see, I'm coming to Bible study Tuesday to see you. You show up at Bible study so I can see who the you are. Okay, bro. Guaranteed you want to have brother. Man, what kind of is brother, this, man? If you keep looking at it like that, how are we gonna get this? How are we gonna get past this so we can get you to this child, man? We ain't gonna get past this. You talking about having sex with my wife? Where your wife at, brother? You ain't got no wife. So I have a wife, brother Robert. What I'm trying to do is help you along with yours and getting this child conceived. That's what I'm trying to help. Brother, you can't help me talking about having sex with my wife. You said on Orthodox. I didn't think you was going that far with it. How the you get my phone number? Well, you know, we have people listed at the church. We have all phone numbers listed. He lists mine. And when I get that Tuesday, I hope to see you because I'm going to punch you and Hey, look, man, why don't I speak to your wife when she comes to church this week, and I'll see how don't say a thing to my wife. Hold on, I'm just going to talk to her and see how she feels about maybe you know, using this particular... No, you can't say man, don't even look in her direction. Brother, man, who are you? I need to see you myself. Okay, what is all the anger though, brother? What? Man, you wouldn't be angry you just sitting there telling me? Let's flip the script. I'm gonna come have sex with your wife. Okay. You should get angry. Okay, brother, I got one more thing I need to tell you. Are you ready for? Can I say this? Man, you better hurry up before I hang up in your face. Okay, are you listening, brother Robert? I've been listening. I'm tired of listening. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your wife. Man, what you say? Hey. Man, Tommy, you can't be doing like that, man. I'm about to have a rest come to change with everybody in there. Well, a minute ago, I was going to go straight punch Thomas in the mouth. Then look for you. Why you had been on that one, man? Ooh. All right. Hey, one more thing, man. Tell me this. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land? The Steve Harvey Morning Show with ignorant ass Steve and ignorant ass Nephew Tommy. Y'all wild over there, man.
I can have you. Listen, I can have her pregnant by the weekend. That's all I'm saying.
Shut up.
Listen,
Shut up. Don't say that no more. Don't say that anymore.
What? People need help, Carla. Everybody can't do it. Everybody can't make it happen.
You play.
Get ready this weekend. It's going down. It is Nephew Tommy and friends. You do not want to miss it. It's the Hyman Center, Lafayette, Louisiana, baby. October 26th, Saturday night. Get ready. That is BMT Productions presents Nephew Tommy and friends at the Hyman Center. Tickets are going fast. All my frat brothers out there, I hear y'all calling by me, asking by me, but the Noop is on the way. So y'all get ready, and we're going to have the baddest Noop photo that you could possibly think of, okay? All right. That's Fall 86, Beta Upsilon. By way of New Alpha Chapter, electrifying, devastating, death-defying, the Mac from way back, ladies' pet, pimp threat, sir. When I grew up with this, I grew up, I want to be just like you, sir. Noop. Help me join your group of KHI advocates of. I'm sorry, I got carried away. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you did.
I'm so sorry. All right, right after that, November the 1st through the 3rd, Detroit, Michigan, One Mic Comedy Club. Y'all don't want to miss the Nephew is coming to town. November the 1st through the 3rd, Showroom, baby, Showroom Live. You don't want to miss that. That's Nephew time. I'm at Mike F's Club. Boy, I think I done made it. I don't know.
Get Eminem to come out. He was on fire yesterday. President Obama.
Serious?
Come on down. Eminem, come on down. He has no idea. I run 3 miles to him. I do that.
Okay. To lose yourself,
baby.
Yes. I be aggressive on that run. When I run to Eminem, I'm aggressive. All right, Shirley.
All right. Thank you, Nephew. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter for today. The subject, why did he open his big mouth? We'll get into that, find out what that's all about right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, Strawberry Letter.
All right, nephew, thank you. Subject, why did he open his big mouth? Dear Stephen Shirley, I've been married for 13 years, and we've had more good days than bad. I have 2 beautiful children, and that is why I struggle so hard to keep my marriage going. I found out recently that he's been hiding money, and he's got a girlfriend. I've overlooked a lot of foul stuff he does, and this is no different. I just didn't want our children to find out the way they did. Last Friday, I got a call from my 15-year-old son telling me that his daddy had a lady in our formal living room, and he said they were talking over a business deal. He told my son to go outside and shoot hoops with his best friend. My son texted me and said his dad put him out till his company left. I rushed to the house, and the woman was gone. My son was still outside with his best friend shooting basketball. I went inside, and my husband said the lady had a proposal for him to join her company. He said it was none of my business until they worked out the details. We started arguing so loudly that my son went and got his best friend's mom, and they all came inside the house. In front of everybody, my husband said that he loves the other woman, and I know he loves the woman, so stop acting like I'm all surprised. Yeah. My son and his best friend went back outside. I had to face the best friend's mom, who hates me and was almost smiling at the news. I thanked her for coming, and I asked her to leave. She was being fake and acted concerned, while my sweet husband was reminding her that I hate her guts. The news spread quickly, and now I feel like everybody is laughing at me, and I feel pressured to react. Why did he have to open his big mouth in front of her? Is this a wake-up call from the higher power? Please advise. You got to be worried about more than him opening up his mouth in front of her. You should be concerned about what he said. And I'm really trying to figure this part out. You're asking us to please advise. What do you want Steve and I to advise you on specifically? Because the only advice I can give you is how to pack his stuff and kick him out. Because clearly this marriage is over. And I know you're not thinking of taking him back and all of that. When he had this woman in your house and proclaimed his love for her in front of you, his wife, your son, your son's best friend, and his mother who hates you. Furthermore, your husband said it should have been of no surprise to you because you knew he loved the other woman. Huh? So if all this is true, are you taking this crap just so you can stay in this marriage like you have been for 13 years? You say it's for the kids, but it's more than that. Just to say you have a husband, this man has been lying to you. He's been hiding money from you. He's not worth all this, losing yourself and all that. Yes, it is a wake-up call. You know the truth for real now, for real, because you have seen it and heard it from him. Don't just stay with him in the sham of a marriage and allow him to treat you any old kind of way. This marriage is over. Steve?
I done heard some things in the Strawberry Letter.
Yeah.
But this one right here, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get to it. There's so much I want to unpack in this letter because it's just, this letter is just hell. This is a letter. I've been married 13 years. We've had more good days than bad. That right there is not true.
What?
Anyway, I have 2 beautiful children. That's why I struggle so hard to keep this marriage going. See, you can't say we've had more good days than bad and then say, that's why I struggle to keep this marriage going.
Right.
I found out recently he's been hiding money. Well, okay, I advise most guys take a little bit and stash it on the side. Mm-hmm. I advise most women take a little bit, stash it on the side. That's why I advise the 4 bank accounts so you don't have to stash. You can just have your money. And I found out recently he's been hiding money and he's got a girlfriend. Now, this is where we're starting to run into problems. You can hide money, but you got to do a better job of hiding that heifer. I'm telling you, partner, you hiding money. You ain't good at hiding. Let me just say that right there. Because she know about the money and the damn girlfriend. She said, I just didn't want our children to find out the way they did. She got a call from a 15-year-old son last Friday. He told her that his daddy had a lady in their living room and they was talking over a business deal. Okay, right there is the beginning of the term, you done lost your damn mind. See, right there, dog, you don't bring the problem to the house. He told my son to go outside and play basketball with his best friend. My son texted me and told me that his dad, look, first of all, your daddy done told you. Your son is trying to warn you. Mama, this don't look, because he's 15. He at that age now. My son texted me and said, Dad put him out till the company left. I rushed to the house. The woman was gone. My son was outside with his best friend. I went inside. My husband said the lady had a proposal for him to join her company. Okay. He said it's none of my business until he worked out the details. This is the second part of you done lost your damn mind. You can't tell your wife that another woman was in her house and it ain't none of her damn business. Boy, you should have prepared better for this right here. We started arguing so loudly, my son went and got his best friend's mom. Because it sounded like y'all was really arguing. He said, let me go get some help because it looked like they finna kill each other.
Hang on,
They came inside and in front of everybody. When we come back, I'm going to tell you what this fool said.
Wow. All right. We'll have part
believe
2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, why did he open his big mouth? We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. Whew, why did he open his big mouth is the subject.
All right, y'all. Let me get to this quick because this letter got a lot of meat in it. Here's a lady been married 13 years and got 2 kids. That's why she struggled to keep our marriage going. But she say they've had more good days than bad days. But she's struggling to keep it going because he's always doing some foul stuff. Recently, she found out that he been hiding money. Okay, cool. That's okay. And he got a girlfriend. Dog, you got to do a better job of hiding. You can't hide money or your girlfriend, but you have got to do a better job of hiding this heifer. I'm just telling you that right now. Anyway, I overlooked a lot of foul stuff he does. Now, see, that's why I know this ain't a good marriage. She says, I've overlooked a lot of foul stuff he does, and this is no different. So she been compromising herself just for the sake of this marriage because they got these 2 beautiful kids. And she just didn't want the kids to find out the way they did that he had this girlfriend. Your 15-year-old son called her, texted her, and told her that daddy had a lady in their formal living room and they was talking over a business deal. Okay, he done lost his damn mind because this lady that's at the house is the girlfriend. Yeah. We find that out. So he done lost his damn mind. He told his son to go outside and play basketball with his best friend. His son went out inside and said, Mama, he told me to go outside and play basketball with my best friend. Your son is letting you know this feels wrong, real fishy, Mama. And he on the mama's side. I rushed to the house. The woman was gone. My son was outside with his best friend shooting basketball. I went inside and the lady... and the husband said the lady had a proposal for him to join her company. He said it was none of my business until he worked out the details. Okay, Doug, like I said, the first way he lost his mind was he brought this woman to the house. Second thing, he told his wife, wasn't none of your damn business until we work out the details. Okay, your mind is completely gone at this point, but he takes it a step further. We started arguing so loudly that my son went and got his best friend's mama. Let me go over here and get my friend's mama because it sounds like they finna kill each other in this house. So let me go get a witness in here. So they all came inside the house in front of everybody.
Come on.
My husband said.
Come on, husband.
I can't even. It's hard for me to get these words out because I can't even.
You want me to?
My husband said he loves the other woman. And I know he loves the woman, so stop acting like I'm surprised. God, dog. He done lost his whole rabbit ass mind. Yeah. It's gone down. I don't even know. Really, bruh. Bruh.
This is terrible.
Bruh, I ain't never had an argument that hard. And I have totally been against a person I've been married to before, completely, and didn't have the guts to say that. My son and his best friend went back outside. Yeah. I had to face the best friend's mom, who hates me and was almost smiling at the news. I thanked her for coming and I asked her to leave. She was being fake and acting concerned, while my sweet husband was reminding her that I hate her guts. You know Alberta can't stand you. You know that. I know
horrible.
Appreciate you coming over here. This dude right here, he trifling on so many levels. Yeah. He making sure you miserable. He don't want nobody comforting you. He don't want nobody siding with you. This dude is a complete butt. Yeah. I thanked her for coming, asked her to leave. The news spread quickly. Hell yeah, she went outside and told. And now I feel like everybody's laughing at me and I feel pressured to react. You feel pressured to react.
You have no choice.
Because they laughing at you.
Right.
Why did he have to open his big mouth in front of her? Lady, I don't care if he said this in the privacy, if y'all was in the den. I don't care if he was in a confession booth at a Catholic church. I don't care if he stood up on Save Night at the Baptist convention and laid himself on the altar and said it. I don't see how he said this.
Who does this?
Hear the crazy. Is this a wake-up call from the higher power? You mean God? Wait a minute, hold up. Whoa.
The Lord.
Is this a wake-up call from the higher power? Do you mean God? You need God to tell you what's happening here? Because it's nothing godly about your husband. Please advise. Listen to me, lady. Your husband wants out of the marriage.
Yeah.
Your son wants you out of the marriage. Your son at 15 knows what his daddy is up to. Now, in front of your son, he watched his father hurt the first woman he's ever loved. I'm telling you, he on the wife's side. He on your side because your son loves you. And he heard him say that. That's crazy. My daddy told my mama that he loved another woman. I can't stand him. Lady, get out.
Yes.
This ain't no message from the higher power. You can call it whatever you want. Just get out. I can't believe he said that. I'm in love with her. You know it. What?
Don't be acting all surprised.
God.
Leave your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram and Facebook at Steve Harvey FM. And check us out on the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. Coming up next, it is Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
Pimpin'!
Right here. What's up, Junior?
What's
going on? We a little early today. Oh, you a day early?
Yeah,
you got something to do? What's happening?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Gotta go down into Orlando, take some kids to HBCU week, man.
Right on. Doing something for the needy. You know what I'm saying?
That's
good. Something Donald Trump ain't ever done. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about.
Yeah, y'all have sickle cell.
Oh, they all have sickle cell.
All of them have sickle cell, Pimpin.
Oh, I ain't gonna be able to make that with you, Junior. Good
You
luck.
weren't invited.
Ain't nobody asked you to go.
Yeah, I take the kids down there, but I can't take none of all.
Is this the happiest place on earth?
It's the happiest place on earth. Well, let's pray for the kids that they have an enjoyable time down there and don't nobody have no crisis.
Is the weather gonna be right, Junior? It's gonna be warm.
Gonna be 86, Pimpin. It's gonna be 86, Tommy. 86.
Sure hope it is.
Okay.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Have a nice hot ass time. Come on, let's go, Junior.
Vikings Ram, Pimpin.
Vikings and Rams, they're not gonna lose 2 in a row. Vikings.
Jets Patriots, Pimpin.
Jets and the Patriots. I hate the Patriots and everything in me, but the Jets ain't what they supposed to be. But I'm going with the Jets.
Okay. Eagles Bengals, Pimpin.
Eagles. Come through, Jalen Hurts. Cute side.
Packers Jaguars.
Jaguars gonna shock them. Come through, Jay. Duval.
Titans and the Lions, Pimpin.
Lions all day, baby. Titans have a rough ass year. Titans look like the Browns.
There you go, Pimpin. Falcons, Bucks.
Come through, Falcons. They not gonna lose 2 in a row. Come through, Falcons.
Here you go, Pimpin. Ravens, Browns.
Oh, come on, man. You know good and well. They got Derrick Henry and Lamar. Browns can't beat the Ravens, man. That ain't gonna happen. I'm not even gonna lie to you on this one.
Okay. What about this, Pimpin? Colts, Texans.
Oh, Texans. They not gonna lose 2 in a row. Come through, Texans.
Saints, Chargers.
In Texas.
Saints and Chargers. Oh, man. Damn, Saints. Y'all been letting me down. Y'all can't beat nobody. Y'all starting to look like the Browns, too.
Yeah.
Saints.
All right.
Cowboys, 49ers, Pimpin.
49ers.
Okay. Chiefs, Raiders.
Chiefs. Raiders can't beat the Chiefs.
Panthers, Broncos.
Panthers and Broncos. Oh, hell no. The Broncos, baby.
Okay. Bears, Commanders.
Oh, Commanders are strong this year, man. Commanders.
All right, Junior. Thank you. Coming up next, Nikita from Oak Lawn needs some advice from you, Steve, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, this is from Nikita in Oak Lawn. Nikita writes, I have 3 roommates, and one of my roomies' dads invited me out for coffee, and he told me he'd pay all of my bills if I would go away with him for the weekend. He said he wants to get to know me. He said stranger things have happened, so I shouldn't be worried about what other people will say. He is very sexy and single older man. But it's my friend's dad. I'm 29 and I just broke up with my boyfriend because he cheated. Should I go see what's up with this older gentleman?
I think you gone. I appreciate the letter, but I think you gone. Where y'all going?
He didn't say. They're just going, spending the time for the weekend.
Yeah, she gone. She gone. Do she sound like it's her friend? And yeah, it's going to create a problem. Y'all not finna be friends no more.
Or roommates.
When she find out.
No.
So understand that. That's going to be. But now, here's the deal. You may not need to be roommates because you're going to have your own place.
With your bills paid.
And then
Daddy need to stop this. He really
did.
Yeah, okay. Well, let me just put it right. The Lord knew not to make me a girl because I'm on the trip.
I'm getting your bills
and
paid.
You got your new apartment.
Man, come on. I'm getting off Struggle Street right now. But no, realistically, man, you got to consider your friendship with the girl, what it means. I got to do this together. Them old cats can be pretty fly when they want to, and they know the bait to dangle in front of you to get you to react. Yeah. But that's gonna be the situation, and if
Yeah, don't let a man come between your friendship. Yeah.
That's like saying don't let a girl come between your friendship. If I'm finna date her, we probably ain't gonna be friends.
You shouldn't though.
Well, isn't that bro code?
Wait, what?
Well, it's bro code if that's his
if that's your boy.
It's his girlfriend and that's your boy. Yeah, you can't do that.
So if it was 3 guys and y'all were roommates and you had an opportunity to go with one of your roomies' mother?
How long we been roommates? How long we been doing this?
What?
How fine is his mama?
Does it matter? How fine is his mama?
Is that what you said?
That'd be the question.
Yeah.
How fine is
I've
his
never
mama?
had a roommate mama I was attracted to at all, ever. I have never seen that before, so that'd be my first. Who mama? Who mama you talking about?
Real fine. We got to think about this. We really.
I don't have one friend who mama was ever fine. Ever.
Oh, okay.
Nope. I've never had a partner who had a fine mama ever.
So think back to when you were in college.
Yeah.
In college.
that's what I know.
You were struggling. Y'all were all struggling.
Everybody mama in college look like they mama. I don't look like they aunt. A couple of them look like their grandmama. So no. I can go through all my friends' mamas. All my dudes I grew up with, everybody. I never had a friend mama that was fine. Nah.
Oh man,
sister?
I knew one dude that had a fine mama, but we wasn't friends.
Oh, okay.
And
My
So
son
you went out of town with her.
Oh no, been gone. Yeah.
Rent
No, my
paid.
Sunday school teacher was 20 years old, and I was 8.
8.
Lord, I had a crush on her, man. I couldn't believe, man. She wore fishnet stockings and would sit on the table and cross her legs. You know, she had on a lengthy dress, cross her legs on fishnet stockings and be talking about the Bible. I never cared about Jesus.
Fishnet and the Bible don't go together.
Yes, it doesn't.
It doesn't go together, Tommy. I never cared about Jesus more.
When she was talking.
In Ike Harris's card class. And she was one of the lead singers in the
I was
choir.
going to say that's your dad's favorite soloist, right?
Man, that
Ike
heifer could
Harris.
sing and she was fine. Oh, she had blonde streaks in her hair. But my mom and sister didn't do none of that. Blonde streaks, ooh, she fancy.
All right, coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, we will have more of this ignorant
Gold
show
pumps.
right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Cybersecurity Awareness Month is wrapping up, but cyber threats are still out there, guys, and it's crucial for you to keep your software updated. When software is outdated, it can contain security flaws that give cyber criminals access to your data. As an extra layer of protection, Norton 360 has a software updater feature. The software updater will keep your programs current and secure. That's great news, giving you multiple layers of protection with Norton 360. Right now, you can get 58% off your first year with Norton, and you can visit Norton.com today to learn more. That's Norton.com. Keep your stuff safe and updated.
Hey, Tommy Jr., I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Y'all ever wore one of them sports watch that tracks your steps?
Back
Okay,
in the
let me
day,
ask you
I
something.
have.
If you ride a bike, does that count them steps? Cause your arm not swinging.
Well, but you're moving though, so it should be calculating distance.
Yeah, it should.
It should be
No, I
calculating
don't want distance. I got to get these steps in.
Well, you pedaling ain't no steps.
But I'm just saying, if you on a bike pedaling, would that count?
I don't think that's
my
counting.
question.
Steve.
It might do your heart rate and all that kind of stuff. May not count.
Yeah,
steps,
but not.
so.
It's not gonna count them steps.
Steps. It may not.
All right. Thanks, guys. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 minutes after. We'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You got to count your steps yourself.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather apple pie or pecan pie? Which one?
Apple
Apple?
If it's
with
a good
bluebell on top.
Apple pie.
can pie, too sweet.
Yeah.
That's a lot of sugar right there.
It's just too damn sweet.
And it's pecan. Who said pecan?
I did.
Well, either way, if you eat a slice, you're gonna have to go lay down.
Your head is going to be spinning.
It's pecan, Shirley.
It's pecan, Carla.
No, it's not, Shirley.
It's pecan.
Thank you, Tommy.
Would you rather sports car or pickup truck? Sports car or pickup truck?
Pick up.
A pickup truck.
My daddy truck. Pick up.
Yep. All right. Steve, sports car, pickup truck.
Yeah,
He got all that.
What?
It just depends.
On.
Depends. Come on. Where you going?
Depends on what
you doing? What you got on?
Yeah, I ain't really a sports car guy though.
Okay.
Because why they're too low
Ford
to the
Raptor,
ground.
that's a strong truck.
I love a pickup truck. All right. Would you rather lie about everything
Hey,
Hey. Hey.
or lose 2 front teeth? Yes.
hey.
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather sleep in a twin bed with your wife, or would you rather sleep on a king air mattress?
Ooh.
Be.
Ain't nothing wrong with an air mattress.
No, hell no, ain't nothing wrong. I can't be on this twin. We touch it all
make
damn
it
night.
twin. We don't make it.
Man, hell
It's gonna
no.
get hot in there.
Your back
Y'all
gonna
need
be
to
hurt.
stop.
Both of y'all.
I'm gonna give it to her. I can't take it. I know I can't take it.
Twin baby.
All right. King Hair mattress for everyone. All right. Would you rather wrap all of the Christmas presents or would you rather bake all of the desserts? Which one?
Say it
Which
again.
one? Would you rather wrap all of the Christmas presents or would you rather bake all of the desserts?
Either way, I ain't gonna make Christmas.
You ain't gonna want neither one of them when I finish.
Oh.
I'm gonna bake them desserts.
Baking all the desserts.
I'm
This
cooking.
not
You
gonna
can't
be
rap.
good. I can rap, but there's gonna be a lot of tape on it though. And them little corners ain't gonna be even. They're gonna have bubbles on all the corners. I don't know how to make them tight. I know how to get that little V at the end, but I don't never tell off the right amount of wrapping paper to wrap it. Always be short.
Yeah.
Then if I'm short,
I'm a
I
good
just leave that
rapper.
little gap at the bottom.
Right.
Well, you can see what the gift is.
Yeah, I
See the
don't
box?
give a damn.
All right.
You get the gift.
That's today's round of Would You Rather. Thank you, guys. Coming up next, we'll close out the show with the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are. Last break of the day. Before we get to you, Steve, we got to say thank you to DNC Chair Jamie Harrison for coming on earlier today. And make sure if you have any questions or anything, go to iwillvote.com.
You know what?
was
These are
really
my closing
good.
remarks. Yeah, he was good. He was. He's informative. These are my closing remarks. You, me, we, and they all have to vote. This is serious, man. You see Barack Obama campaigning as hard as he's doing. That's because this thing is close. And it's close because we should be concerned about the closeness of this race. Because why is this what appears to be such an obvious choice? Why is this obvious choice so close? Why are there so many Americans willing to overlook the person that Donald Trump is? Why is it, man, that this election is close when it comes to character? Why is this election close when it concerns with quality of education? Why is this election close when it's concerning caring about the people of this country? Why is this election close when you consider a person's political record? Why is this election close when you look at a person's criminal record? Why is this election even close? How is it that this country has managed to allow a man who has 34 federal indictments be allowed anywhere near the White House when you know good and hell well your black ass wouldn't be nowhere near the White House, your house, the post office, FedEx, UPS, General Mills, General Motors? You put on an application and let them find out that you have an indictment and see if you get the job. So my question is, how is this even close? Why is it that so many people have decided to look the other way when it comes to looking at the record and the character and quality of a person this man is? Well, I've only come to one conclusion. The reason they're all willing to look the other way is because they are similar. Now, that's the only thing I can say to you. They okay with it because they okay with him getting away with it. Now, the other reason is rather obvious. It's just some people are not going to vote for a black person. That's an obvious reason. And that's what's making this election close too. And please don't sleep on this. There are white people who will not vote for this woman simply because she is black. There are black people and white people who would not vote for this woman simply because she is a woman. The scary part is there are black people who will not vote for her for two reasons, because she's black and a woman. There's just some black people who just don't see themselves as good enough. And white has been right their whole life. And they have voted that way, acted that way, and portrayed themselves that way. When you are willing to walk away from everything that you are to be accepted by who they are, that's a sad, sad situation. But there are black people that fit into that category. Sad to say, but it is. We all know one. We all know one. If you don't know one personally, you've been exposed to one. Let me show you how this party really, really works. On January the 6th, when that mob broke into the Capitol and all those politicians ran for their life, when it got cleared up, they all stood there and said, enough is enough. Now we've had enough. This is too much. This man has to be stopped. They were scared for their life. When they found out that he controlled the minds of the Trumpsters and those rabid voters, they all changed their song and said, he's the guy for us. Are you serious? How could that be? They've overlooked everything. The indictments. If Barack Obama had an indictment, do you think he could run for president? If Kamala Harris had an indictment, do you think she could run? Joe Biden, they want to get rid of Joe Biden for something his boy did. But you won't get rid of Donald Trump for what he did. This is crazy to me, man. We cannot afford to sit this out. We have got to make a statement. And the two statements we need to make is our vote matters. And I'm telling you it matters because they all want it. The Republicans want it. Look at the Trump rallies, how they find the 6 black people that they got at the rally and they put them all right behind him. But if you scan the rest of that rally, ain't no more. They put them all behind him. This is crazy, y'all. We're 13 days out. We got to vote. And we got to show up because they not counting us. They counting on us to be discouraged by all the rules and antics they playing with this election. IWillVote.com. Go to IWillVote.com. If you're standing in line and you see some shenanigans, go to IWillVote.com. If you get a ballot and it ain't right, go to IWillVote.com. If you think anything is shaky that's happening in your community or your polling place, go to IWillVote.com and they will get you help with a lawyer immediately. That's what Jamie Harrison said today. Those are my closing remarks. We got to vote. It's go time, y'all. Peace.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.